What's up, everybody? We are excited to have you here today. The doors are being opened and people are starting to join. Super excited to have you guys here today. My name is Justin Ford. I'm a real estate agent just like you, and I've got an absolutely incredible gentleman with me on here, Barry Jenkins, who is not only a rock star real estate agent, team lead, he's also a big part of all the success that Ylopo is having. And Barry and I decided to join forces today on this webinar to really share the power of Ylopo. I've personally been using Ylopo now for a year in my own business, and it has helped my team and I sell more homes, take more listings, and work with more buyers. And the more and more that I use Ylopo and leverage all of their systems and their tools and resources, the more excited I am about the possibilities of not only what Ylopo is doing for our business, but what it's going to do for the real estate industry, because we know that technology is a huge component of where real estate is going. You're going to hear some amazing things today about AI and Chat GPT, and really how this platform can help you and your business really grow and go to the next level. So Barry, I wanted to hand it over to you. Thank you so much for making time to be here today.
Oh man, absolutely. Super excited about it. I run a team of 100 agents in Virginia Beach, and I've worked full-time for Ylopo since 2016. But what I do at Ylopo is I help make the product, and then we test the product on my team. And so that's been 7 years now. Wow, it's a long time. What I want to do is I want to add value, right? I don't want to just pitch Ylopo. I want to show you some really cool things that Justin and I are doing in the Ylopo with the Ylopo platform, so that you A, can learn what's possible, and B, if you decide you want to use the Ylopo platform, you know it's already there for you. And then with the end of it, what I want to do is I use the phrase geek out. Technology is an incredible tool, and this incredible tool, within the next, I would say 60 days, we will be releasing some things that nobody's ever done before in real estate. And I'm really, really excited to show you guys something that's never been done from a technological standpoint in the real estate industry. Want to put this here so I don't forget. This is a link we created for Justin's sphere of influence. Justin has invested so much in the real estate community, and we want to make sure that we do a good job of tracking the people that are leveraging the platform as a result of his efforts. And also, I don't have the details just yet, but there are some special pricing options available to the attendees of this webinar. There we go. Book and attend your free demo by scanning this QR code by July 1st, and we'll double your leads up to $600. So I'm assuming if you spend $600, they'll give you $1,200 worth of marketing. So Ylopo gets their leads from Google and Facebook. And so hard costs are, we're spending money on those platforms to generate leads for you. All right, so let's do this. Let me first start by showing you guys a couple of things within. So Ylopo integrates with lots of different CRMs. We decided we would be an all-to-many instead of an all-in-one, which was like the deal in 2012. You get your website, your CRM, and your digital marketing all in one. That was like the most amazing thing, super convenient. The challenge, however, is that let's take Ylopo, for example. All Ylopo does all day is obsess about digital marketing and lead nurturing. That's all we do. Follow-up Boss, all day long, all they do is obsess about being the best CRM. The all-in-ones of the world, like, I'm not going to name them because I'm not trying to badmouth anybody, but they have to compete with my obsession with digital marketing and Follow-Up Boss's obsession with CRM and do it all. And the challenge is they're just not able to move as quickly. And so from a digital marketing standpoint, we're typically 1.5 to 2 years ahead of what the competition is able to do. And therefore, and this is really key, marketing is about setting yourself apart. So you staying ahead of what the consumer believes is possible is key to having a higher conversion rate. I'll give you an easy example. There was a period of time in 2015 and 2016 when a new lead registers on your website that sending a text message right away was like, the consumer was like, wow, my agent's on the ball, right? Well, now they've seen in the car industry, the insurance industry, every other industry now sends a text message when you register on their website. It's not fascinating anymore. It's not like groundbreaking technology. And so staying ahead of them is what's really important. And that's what Ylopo specializes in, is keeping the attention of the consumer. So what I have in front of you right now is my Follow Up Boss account that I'm running my business on. And what I want to do is I want to key in, I'm going to show you new leads first. So, this is just something that my team is doing. We'll just pick a couple of leads here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a search for one of my favorite kind of Ylopo leads. So when we're generating leads, we're asking between 14 to 25 questions of the lead. Now that sounds horrible. It's what we call old school digital marketing is a long form lead. And let's see, here's one. All right, so this lead came in May 23rd, and it was a lead from Google PPC. And we asked, looks like 14 questions on this one. And we asked the buyer lead, because they were shopping for a home. It looks like they're looking at a property called Chandler. They were looking at a home called Lantern Way in Portsmouth, Virginia. And so that's what they're doing. They're not thinking about selling. They're not excited about selling. And so we asked them, how often do you want us to send listing alerts? And they were like, not that often. They want a 1,500 to 2,500 square foot home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. They're not pre-approved for a loan. So then what we did is we asked them, we said, hey, do you need to sell before you buy? And they said no. And when I was helping Ylopo create this funnel, I told them that sellers don't like talking about, or buyers don't like talking about selling. They want to talk about buying. They're excited about buying, and you're talking about selling, right? And what we found is about 7% of the leads said yes. Do you need to sell before you buy? 93% of our buyer leads said no. So I went to them and said, can we ask the 93% that said no, they don't want to sell before they buy, can we ask them one more seller question? And they said, well, it depends. What is it? And I said, let's ask, and you guys write this down. This is a good one for you on any platform. Are you hoping to use the equity from the sale of your home to purchase your next home? Now, these are the people that said, no, they don't need to sell before they buy. We literally, the next question, do you want to use the equity from the sale of your home as a down payment for your next purchase? And we only give 2 answers, yes, or I don't own my home. It jumps on that second question to 33% of our buyer leads say yes. Yes, I do want to use the equity from the sale of my home. And when they click that yes button, the very next question is, okay, well, what's your home address? And so here's a great example of this, right? They said no, but they said yes, they want to use their home equity as a down payment. They do want to look at listings. They want to buy in the next 90 days. They do want, and they give us their home address. Now, when they give us their home address, what we do is we then send them 2 emails. So you notice I clicked this link in Follow Up Boss called Ylopo Stars. Ylopo Stars is like the Ylopo search. And it's all these tools, and you can see that they've opened 2 of 8 emails. We're sending emails to them daily. But I want you to key in on this seller alert, right? And so this seller alert is being sent to them weekly. So here we are. We get somebody that's searching on Google, homes for sale in Portsmouth, Virginia, right? They click on a house. We take them through 14 questions, really well qualified lead. And we know we want seller leads. So one of the questions gets them to pop. Now, not only is the lead getting new listings, which is what they originally wanted, but we're sending them something called a seller alert. And I'm going to oversimplify the seller alert. Basically, the seller alert is an Altos market report. I don't know if you're familiar with Altos, but Altos is like $99 a month. And it gives a market action index, seller's market, buyer market. It gives a snapshot of all the listings in the area. And the most important part, in my opinion, is we inject HomeBot. If you've never heard of HomeBot, pay attention, because I know everybody wants more seller leads right now. HomeBot takes the purchase price of the property, does an automated value through Black Knight data. Black Knight is the service that most desktop appraisers use when they're doing a desktop appraisal. So it's a solid automated value. And we do the math, and HomeBot provides what their equity is. It also provides what they could rent their home for on Airbnb, a calculator to pay down their mortgage quickly. And we inject all of that into the seller alert. So here, backing up again, this is a buyer lead that we now have merged and contorted into a seller lead that still costs $10, $12 for a buyer lead. And so what you're seeing in the way that I found this lead is all these questions that they're answering. I'll go back to sharing my screen. All these questions that they're answering when they register as a new lead right here, they become tags. Follow Up Boss has a concept of tags. You see the zip code they're looking in as a tag. They're a buyer. They're getting a seller alert. They're buying within 90 days. They're using their home equity. And we used AdWords. So as a business, what I'm able to then do is say, show me everybody in my system that wants to use their equity as a down payment. These are seller leads, right? I could say, show me everybody that's searching in 23462, which is a zip code in Virginia Beach. I've got 9,000 people when I search that in my CRM because those tags are being added into Follow Up Boss as a result of the consumer using your search site. The Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, all these websites, they want to keep the consumer's attention. But I'm here to tell you that if you have a really robust digital marketing strategy like Ylopo has, we can keep the consumer on your website. So let me show you my list number 2. List number 2, let me filter, okay. I'm going to sort creation date, old to new. So I'm going to take all my old leads and I'm sorting. And let me do, I want to look at all these old leads and let's do last site visit. Because I just told you Ylopo is good at keeping the consumer on your website. Last site visit, and I'm going to say less than 7 days ago. So check this out. So here is a lead that was created January 13th of 2013. They were on my website a day ago. Here's a Ylopo lead from 2016 that was on, and you see a year ago, they said, remove this number. Last time we called was 7 months ago. But a day ago, Danielle starts looking again. See, most of us would have trashed this lead a year ago. Oh, it's not good. We don't trash a lead unless they're mean to us or they're weird. Everybody else we keep. And in 2016, I had 6,000 leads in my CRM. Since that time, I now have 251,000 people in my follow-up box. And I'm using Ylopo to run dynamic remarketing ads to all of these people. Now, let me explain what dynamic remarketing is. It's been around since 2016, 2017. I'll use shoes. I love shoes. Justin, do you love shoes? I love shoes. Anyway, let's say Facebook decides to talk to Nike, and Facebook says to Nike, hey, Nike, we're going to put this tracking pixel on your Nike website so that if anybody is logged into Facebook and they go on to Nike.com, when they're searching your shoes, you're going to send me your spring catalog. So every shoe you have, every size, every color, every price, you're going to send it to me. And let's say this Facebook user goes to Nike.com and starts looking at a size 9 $200 pair of all black Nikes. They don't buy anything. The next morning, they go back to Facebook. Facebook analyzes the full catalog and says, oh, here are the 4 shoes priced between $190 and $210 that are a size 9 on Nike's website. Let's put pictures of those Nikes inside of the Facebook newsfeed. Ylopo was like, man, this is a great idea. Can we upload your MLS every morning? In the same way that Nike does it every quarter or every season, can we do it every morning? And that's why Facebook keeps featuring us in these case studies, because we basically took their product they developed for e-commerce, like shoes and other things, and we hijacked it for the real estate industry. They had never considered that this could be done. And so now you get a database of leads like what Justin has and what I have, and Ylopo analyzes all that consumer behavior and then is pushing ads. And so then as a business owner, because I've got 100 agents, I'm able to then take all my old leads that none of my agents ever converted, and I created a new opportunity out of these. And you guys are seeing this. Let me move this column over. And you can see 2013, a day ago, 2015, 16 hours ago, 2015, a day ago. Now let's do new to old site visit. This person is on my website right now. They're a lead from 2020. Eartha is on my website right now. She's only a few weeks old. 2020, Cole Realty. You guys remember Cole Realty? Ylopo is running ads to a Cole Realty database 7 minutes ago. Linda Burnett was on my website. And what's cool about this is we said, all right, we've got all these consumers on our website. What are some cool things we can do to try to get them to engage with us? So my personal favorite is when, so I'm going to look for tags, and I'm going to look for one called gave new number. So when your agents are contacting these leads, one of the things you can do is you can tag the lead. If you talk to the lead and say, this is a bad number, you tag it bad _ number. So this would be a tag that your team adds. You check it. The next time the lead is on the website, a box pops up that says, hey, we don't have your correct number. We need it. Please enter it here. And then when they do it, and they don't always give the right one, but they do, I would say about 30% of the time they give the correct number, which is mind-boggling to me. But it says Tanya gave a new number in response to the bad number campaign. And so you're able to just kind of keep all of these humans on your website looking at houses, and then Ylopo puts offers in front of them. We've got probably 10 to 15 different ones. So it's not just about bad numbers. I'm giving you one of many examples. And so Ylopo is generating new leads for Justin and myself. Ylopo is creating remarketing opportuniunities with old leads, which candidly, I'll just be upfront with you guys. I love Ylopo's new leads. I get about 400 a month, which is a lot. It's a lot of money, okay? But I value Ylopo keeping old leads on my website more. I actually spend twice as much I spend twice as much on remarketing to my database as I do new leads. I still spend a lot, but because old lead, the only thing better than a new lead is an old lead that's still looking and hasn't found a home yet on my website, because they have more clarity. And so now the consumer is using my website, they're engaging, and now I'm in control of my destiny. See, the thing about these third parties, and I do not hate Zillow, I do not hate Realtor.com. I wish I came up with the idea. Okay, I'm not mad at them, none of that stuff. But they are looking out for their interests. Zillow has Zillow Flex, they're doing referrals. Realtor.com bought OpCity. It's not called OpCity anymore. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but those, they're taking 30 to 40% of your commission. And you know what? They're great leads. Do it. While you're doing that, you need to control your own destiny. Having Ylopo generating new humans from Google and Facebook, we call them leads, but they're actually humans, new humans, and then keeping these humans on your website. is a fantastic way to scale your business. And I didn't plan on doing this, but I just want to say something. The challenge that most of you have with leads is that you're looking for certainty. Your sphere of influence comes to you and says, Justin, I need help with a home. An expired or a FSBO, you know they want to sell their home. You call them and say, I know you want to sell your home. Here's how I think you could do it better. You wouldn't say it that way, but you get the gist. You have certainty, and your whole business is surrounded by certainty. But then when you use digital marketing from leads from Google or Facebook, you call them and they almost always say, I'm not really sure what I want. Give me a year. And so what I want you to do, if you guys end up buying this product, I want to give you a new question to ask. Instead of asking these leads from Google, and if you ask the leads from Google and Facebook, what kind of home do you want? They almost always are going to say, I'm not sure, give me a year. I'm not sure, call me later. I'm not sure, I'm not really serious. And you're going to be frustrated and you're going to say the leads aren't good. Let me suggest you get in touch a little bit more with where their consumer is at in their journey. They have no certainty. So you need to stop expecting leads to have certainty and be disappointed. Instead of saying, what kind of home do you want? Why don't you say, I'm sure you're not ready to move yet, but what are you hoping to change about where you live right now? What are you hoping to change about where you live right now? So now, instead of making what I need certainty be about what their future purchase is, I'm making their certainty what they don't like about where they live right now. And guys, they're going to gush all over you. So the same lead that would have responded with, I'm not interested, is now telling you they want a bigger backyard because they love gardening. Now you have an opportunity to connect with these people. I love gardening too. I hate gardening. Why do you, but you become a human. And now you can actually relate to them and scale your business. If you guys have questions about any of this, because I wanted to first go over new leads and remarketing. Next, I want to go over current AI technology that we're currently using, Justin and I are using in our database, and I want to show you where it's at in my CRM and how you can create something similar. But if you have questions about new leads or remarketing, just put it in the chat, or you can do it in the Q&A. But I'm going to keep it moving.
Well, I was going to say,
Yeah.
while they're doing that, Barry, is there any way that you could show them the website that comes so they can see like what the client sees, and like kind of how it connects to the IDX, and that they can, I don't know if you want to go to yours and kind of show it, or you can go to mine.
We can show yours. Yeah, we can show yours. What's your website, Justin?
JustinFordSells.com.
So this is Justin's branded site. And the branded site is like a digital brochure. So it's got big pictures. I'm going to show you mine. We use Squarespace for our property, or for our branded site. The reason why we do that is, we've all been there. You buy this website and you log into the back end to customize it, and they let you like upload a logo and maybe change the font or the colors, and it's not like really robust. Squarespace is one of the largest third-party, I wonder if I can actually, I don't normally do this on a webinar, but.
I'm feeling special, Barry.
All right. Yeah. So Squarespace.com is a company that all they do is help people make their own websites. And what Ylopo did is we said, we're going to create custom templates for our users, and then we're going to let you do your own thing. So something cool that I did is I had a VA create tons of landing pages. And I said, homes on the Chesapeake Bay for sale. And they're not links on my website. They're just random pages that if anybody's looking for Chesapeake Bay homes, they're going to get this. And I use ChatGPT to write the content. And then I created a link that always updates. So basically these properties are a live search that's always updating. So like Virginia Beach, Sandbridge. Sandbridge is a really popular beach in my area. And so we created some custom content, and it always has listings. And so with a normal website, you can't do all this stuff. But with Ylopo, we're giving you Squarespace. And so some other things I did a savings center. We made this on our own. And so and then, this is your branded website, right? This is what they call it. And so here's Savings Center. So I just created special offers. We did this on our own. This wasn't even a Ylopo thing. I was like, I'm just going to try it, right? And then when people click it, they can ask for more details on this program. And when they do that, it's a Squarespace pop-up. Like and you don't have to do any of this, guys. What I'm showing you is the flexibility you have within the Ylopo ecosystem to do whatever the heck you want. So the search site, I hate to break it to you guys, but the search site is a stripped down version. It's just houses, right? And it's much faster. And I hate to break it to you guys, but if someone's if someone's looking for a home, they don't really care about you yet. They don't know who you are. They're really not concerned with the fact that your dog's name is Pookie and you've been in the real estate industry for 20 years. Not yet. They'll get there, right? Your dog's name is Pookie, right, Justin? I'm just kidding. You're muted, but I'm just kidding. So the branded site is when they want to learn more about Justin or they want to learn more about Barry. So we make it big, we make it pretty, lots of photos, so it loads a little bit slower. But when it's ads and it's houses, they want to focus on houses. And so the Ylopo search site, when we made it, I went to the team and I said, guys, I'd rather use Zillow than my site. And they said, why? And I said, well, come here. And so we did not copy Zillow. We did not copy Realtor.com, but we took the current innovation of what's available, and we created a very mobile-friendly search environment. Pop-ups will eventually come, but this is what generates your new leads. And it's also, the dynamic remarketing. And so you can see, a schedule tour button, see this home in person ASAP. You click this button. And these are people that want to do an in-person tour or a video chat. So again, you've got all this consumer behavior on your search site, right? Well, one of the things Ylopo did, let me stop sharing for a second, in 2019 was we decided we would take all of this search behavior that John just saved 123 Smith Street, and we would combine it with what was available at that time and have artificial intelligence send text messages to leads. And so Raya is Ylopo's AI. And I wrote a book called Two Nights for Sales, and that book is the premise of Raya. Basically, because I wrote all of Raya's messages. It's about 1,500 different types of conversational flows and messages. It was a really great holiday weekend. No, it took about a month. But Raya will send messages to the leads that says something like this: hey, John, I know you're looking in Virginia Beach. There's a few near 123 Smith Street. Now, 123 Smith Street was the home they saved yesterday. So, hey, John, this is Barry's assistant. I know we know you're looking in Virginia Beach. There's a few near 123 Smith Street that Barry thought you would like. Here is a link to those homes. Here's a link. And so Raya is not only artificial intelligence trying to convert leads, but Raya is now injecting search behavior into the text messages. And we did a webinar, and I'm going to show you guys some of the slides. But currently, of all the leads, well, actually, let me show you my CRM first so you can see in real time. Let's look for another tag. So when Raya talks to the lead, she tags the lead according to how the conversation went. So there's, yeah, they responded, but I haven't gotten anywhere. That's AI engaged. AI interested means like, yeah, the conversation started, they seemed interested, but we really haven't gotten anywhere. AI not interested, they said, leave me alone, stop, something like that. AI needs follow-up is where Raya thinks she converted the lead to an appointment. So let's click on one of these leads. And let's click on text messages. Let's look at it inside of stars. So I'm going to click the stars link. And there's an inbox at the top of stars. Hello, Adrian. This is Barry's assistant with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. I had a note you viewed some properties on our site on Facebook in the Chesapeake area. We're in the process of launching our new website, so I thought I'd check if the photos loaded for you. P.S. If you're not interested in being texted, just say stop. Okay, do you guys help with finding a lender for first-time home buyers? I'm laughing because that's just like amazing. Anyway, let me do one that's more difficult. Hold on, that was too easy. That's like not even, that didn't, anybody could convert that. So hold on. All right, stars link. Hi, is this Howard? This is Barry's assistant. I had a note you were searching on Facebook in Norfolk. Have you zeroed in on any neighborhoods or school zones you'd like to move one day? Yes, this is Howard. Got it. Are you thinking to get a property anytime soon? So now this is true AI. I am trying to find a program to help me purchase my home. Raya then responds, there are various programs available that can assist you in purchasing a house. Some programs offer down payment assistance while others provide low interest loans. This is a robot, guys. It would be best to consult with a real estate agent or a mortgage lender to determine which program would best fit your specific needs. What price point are you thinking? Okay, such as, got it. We'll keep this in mind with your search parameters. Another question I have is regarding the bedrooms, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So Raya didn't really understand what he just said. She's like, I don't get it. Let me just keep it moving. Great, I have that down for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. I think we can find one. Have you gotten pre-qualified? Not yet. Got it. I only asked because we found that nailing down the financial side of the process early on is wise. Is there a house that needs to be sold prior to purchasing? We can discuss. So basically you see that, and then one of my agents grabbed the lead. She was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, right? And so Raya then categorizes all of her conversations into a list in my follow-up box. So I'm just going to create a new list. And I'm going to say, show me every time we got a Raya reply. So I've got 12,000 conversations that she's had. And what I can do is I can sort these conversations new to old. I can see where a year ago we called this lead and she's responding, stop, I was never looking, somehow I got on that list, we bought a home in Florida, no thank you, out of the country, considering Puerto Vallarta, that sounds amazing. Just looking. I'm not interested. No, take me off the list. Not looking. Yes, Williamsburg. Okay, do you guys help with finding a lender? Not looking. Sunday or Monday. This is just straight money, guys. All of this is yesterday. And you see there's like good ones and bad ones, but this is all a robot, all categorized into a list in my freaking CRM that I can sort new to old, and I can tell my agents, read and respond accordingly. It's bananas. What do you think, Justin? Do you think it's bananas? I think it's bananas.
It's a game changer. and it gets better and better, especially with the advancement of this technology that you're going to talk about in a little bit.
Yeah. So let's keep it moving over to the new technology. So I'm not going to go through this. This was an entire webinar G, the co-founder of Ylopo, and I did yesterday, Raya 2.0. So we're getting ready to release, because we were the first to market with our own true artificial intelligence, not like a third-party bolt-on drip campaign. I'm talking about a robot. And when you sit in a room with these, they're called machine learning experts, by the way. And have you guys, sometimes you're in a room and you're just like, wow, I'm the dumbest person in the room. That's how you feel with these guys. So right now, Raya is working on objection handling. So these engineers laid out a buffet of data for me. And they said, here's what Raya is doing right now. How can she be better? And I noticed, here's an example. Raya asked a seller lead, would you like us to send homes that have recently sold in your neighborhood? Barry wanted to know. If they say no, 2019 Raya would say, okay, thanks. Have a good day. Like she wouldn't want to bother them. We were so worried about like spamming and all that stuff. And I said to these machine learning experts, I was like, man, if you were an agent, I'd be really mad at you right now. They're like, what? Well, you're just going to hang up? That's it? Just one question? And so if they say, no, thank you, I'm going to say, okay, no problem. We don't have to send them. If you're considering selling in the next 6 to 12 months, we feel strongly we should meet with you. This is too important to just guess, and you need a plan. With that in mind, are you available next week? Raya is now able to take those soft no thank yous, objection handling, and actually iterate on the conversation. This is an advancement in how technology is able to go forward in converting these leads. And right now, Raya converts, this was as of yesterday, 36% of all conversations to AI needs follow-up. I'm not including stop in that. People that respond stop, that's like, I actually had the numbers wrong yesterday in the webinar. I thought it was like 25%, which I wouldn't have even cared, but it's more like 5%. So about 5 to 10% of all the leads say stop. So I'm not including that in the number. I'm talking about the people that are like, no, thank you, not really sure yet, waiting. She converts over 36% of those conversations to appointments right now. And so when we work on her objection handling the way we're doing, it's only going to get better. We're going to be integrating Raya deeper into Follow-Up Boss. So you guys, there's an inbox inside of the Follow-Up Boss ecosystem right here. And you guys saw how I had to click that stars link to go into the stars conversation. Well, I'm not going to have to do that anymore. It's going to be baked into Follow-Up Boss. So you can see here where it'll be Ylopo Raya inbox. It'll be in the mobile app, and you'll be able to see everything that she's doing. All right. So the next thing we're doing, you guys, Justin, have you heard of BombBomb?
Absolutely. Been using it for years.
All right. Okay. So what's coming out, we already have the technology built. We're just refining it. Imagine a scenario where the lead saves 123 Smith Street. And right now, Raya sends that text I already told you guys about. Hey, we saw you save 123 Smith Street. Wanted to talk to you about it. Also, Barry thought there's a few more listings. That does really well. Imagine a scenario where here's our co-founder. This is not him. And I think, Justin, you might have seen this video, which spurred on kind of what we're doing. Let's see if this video works. Let's see.
This is Howard Tager giving you an update about April real estate market trends in Boise. In the last 30 days, 108 homes were sold for an average price of $475,000. This represents an increase of $25,000 from the previous month. Meanwhile, interest rates are now at 6.45% and expected to go down in the next few months. I'm an expert in Boise real estate, and if you're looking to buy or sell in Boise, please contact me directly.
All right. So you can see that was the first one we ever did. And it mispronounced Boise. It didn't say Boise, it said Boise. And that was 4 months ago. But that's an example. That was not Howard. That was a robot. That was, what do they call them? Deepfakes? It's kind of like a deepfake for your website. We're going to be texting these leads a video that looks like you, that injects the lead's first name, details about their search, and how you want to talk to them. And so once again, here we go. We are releasing technology that is staying ahead of what the consumer believes to be possible. Now, the video you saw was kind of another angle to it. And it takes we have a market trends report that you get that free and you can send it to your client. It's a video version of that AI is sending out to your database. So basically, we're all working on all these templated emails every month, like, here's what's going on in our local market. To have a robot send it and have the report automatically generated and have a video that looks like you going over the market. Guys, the future is here. And in my experience, it's going to take about 1.5 to 2 years before other industries start doing this. and the consumer believes is not sure if it's real or not. And so you don't have to worry about staying ahead of the curve when you have a company like Ylopo running the show. All you have to do is say, you use the tools we're providing, and what will happen is your product, you are the product, you will be unique in how you present yourself to the consumer. Your engagement rate will go up, which means more leads, more opportunities. And it's Ylopo's job to figure out what's next. The good news is myself and the other product managers, we are literally obsessed with this. We can't help it. It's how God made me. I can't help it. It's what it is. So you guys get to benefit from it. And if you can't tell, I'm excited. Justin, did I miss anything else that you thought maybe would be valuable to the community?
Yes. No, I mean, you've touched on so much. Can you go over the tools? Because I think, we've got a lot of people who work with sellers and buyers. And I think once I saw the tools that you can leverage and use for Ylopo, it was like, it blew me away.
Yeah. So about 5 years ago, Howard came to me and said, Barry, I want our product to work well for people that don't want to spend a lot of money on marketing. Basically, like the person that just wants a website, wants lead nurture, wants listings. What can we include in our suite that's going to add value? And so one of the things that I worked on was something called the heat map. So here's the heat map. Now let me explain to you what I was trying to do when we came up with this heat map. What I wanted to do, I've got all these leads in my system. If I'm sitting in front of a seller, I know that all the other agents are going to say something like, I have buyers looking for a home like yours, right? And so how do I set myself apart? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show them the buyers I have for their listing. Nobody else is doing that still. And so when my agents started using the heat map tool, and I'll walk you through it right now, it was a game changer. So here's the heat map. And let's say I'll just pick, you pick whichever agent on the team, right? And I'll just pick myself. So you see it's scanning my database, right? It's literally scanning my follow-up box right now while we speak. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, show me 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, between 200 and 400,000. It's basically analyzing what Facebook thinks is available of home buyers looking in that specific market. All right. And then, so I have 5,000 people in my follow-up box looking for a home near Walnut Avenue that are looking for 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 500 to 5,000. Now I have the problem because of my database size, that's not believable. So what I tell my agents to do is to downsell it. Now this says I have 5,600 people looking. Let's be honest, I don't have 5,000 people wanting to make an offer. What this is telling me is it's aggregating all the data in my website and it's showing me everybody that's looking for a home similar to yours. If you only have 5 people in this number, you upsell it. Hey, look, I don't have 5 offers, but I do have 5 people searching for a home like yours in my database right now. If you give me the honor of listing your home, I'm going to contact those 5 people for you, and I'm going to tell them all about your house. Again, the law of difference, setting yourself apart. You can change the text, you can change the background photo, and then you just click Create Heat Map. And then this is a heat map. This is literally where Walnut Avenue is on a Google map. And this is where my follow-up box is showing active buyers looking for a home like theirs. These are the names that have been blurred out of leads. And you could actually, like if you want, like I can see this is Mike BR, like you can make it out a little bit. And then it says within 10 miles of this property, there are 325,000 people that Facebook says are likely to move, first-time home buyers. And if you hire me, I will run ads. That's what this is over here. It's a Facebook ad for your listing. That's another one of our products. It's $65. It runs for a month. So you can run these ads to these 325,000 people. And then what we say is, it used to be cool to put your listing on Facebook. You used to see a lot of people, but now organic reach is devalued because Facebook doesn't make any money. So when all these agents that are coming to you saying they'll put your house on Facebook, they're going to reach 200 people. Meanwhile, I'm going to run an ad to 300,000. And then it takes all my data of my website. 200,000 people are seeing my ads. 133,000 people are on my website. 2,000 buyers I'm marketing to listings in my database. And so then you can send this as a link. You can print it. It's printer friendly. So you go print, and you can save it as a PDF if you want, depending on the browser. And so the open house tool is another one. So when you hold an open house, you can create a registration page. All you do is put in the MLS number of the property, and anybody that comes to the open house, they either scan the QR code and then they're added to your CRM automatically. And that's cool. But what's even cooler is if the open house is on 123 Smith Street, $400,000 property, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, automatically listings from that area in that search criteria are emailed to the open house visitor. And that's cool. But what's even cooler is automatically Facebook ads to that open house visitor are going to be pushed into that user's news feed for 4-bedroom or 3-bedroom, 400,000, 2-bath in that neighborhood, in that style. I bring on new agents. I don't even give them new leads. They hold 2 open houses a week. They use that open house tool. And open houses used to be stressful. You got like 30 seconds to engage them, connect with them. Now you just, you want to come visit? The homeowners ask for a registration log of everybody that attends. You let Ylopo keep those people on your website, and when one of them saves a home or shares a home, guess who's reaching out? Raya. And so I just have people posted up at open houses, and then Ylopo brings them, and then the new agent's like, oh, I see they're talking to Raya. They want to meet tomorrow. Okay, I'll call them. Hi, yes, you were talking to my assistant tomorrow at 2? Great, okay. Super easy. And there's 5 more. There's market trends, single listing flyers, just all kinds of really great tools that you guys can have access to. That's included in the platform. The only thing that's an upgrade would be like when you run ads, you determine how many leads you want, and then we go spend that money on Google or Facebook. So anything else, Justin? Thank you. I would have omitted that.
No, those tools are insane, especially for those that want to take more listings. When you're going out and competing with other agents, which we all do when you're going on a listing appointment, all you have to pull out is your tablet or your laptop and show them what you're going to be able to do for them. In addition to getting their home in front of so many people. One more thing, can you show them how you can pay for the marketing for the Facebook? Did you go through that? How it's called the rocket,
yeah, I can show
please,
that.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
All right, so that's the demo, the $600. Just do it before July 1st, so you got a month. So you can run all of your ads, and you can manage your account on the Ylopo Stars ecosystem, and yours won't look like mine. I just have access to everybody's. Here's when we list a new property, so we can see 5 days ago we listed one. You click to view it, and you can run a video listing rocket or a photo listing rocket. You click it, and here's the details. You've got all of these sample videos. If it's a condo and you want something special for a condo, luxury listings, and you can select the photos you want, right? And you pick the nicest one, or you can let them select it. And we use data points for that. And you put in the agent's information, and then you click launch. And then that will run for $65, and it'll produce around for me, it's typically around 3,000 to 4,000 views of the listing. And what's great about that is I created a report. So after the listing is done, you can send this report to the seller that just makes you look like an absolute rock star. It shows all the engagement, and I've been there. I know what it's like when you're doing your job and the seller's mad because the house hasn't sold. Now, we don't really have that problem right now, but I've been there. And so then it's got what's recently sold in the neighborhood is like a subtle, look, you had 5,000 views and there's 3 homes that sold in your neighborhood and you're not one of them, right? And so that report is also included in the $65 that you send to your seller client. And yeah, anything else that you think I should share?
Man, I think that is the overview of, there's definitely more, but obviously within an hour, it's kind of hard to get to it all. Does anybody have any questions? If you do, you can actually just drop your question in the chat and Barry will be able to answer those. Because this is a webinar style Zoom, like obviously we can't see your pictures, you can't unmute yourself, things like that. Andy said, can you shoot the QR code again?
Yeah.
Show the QR code again. Yep, absolutely.
Gotcha.
And if you guys want to do a one-on-one with Ylopo, and you guys can scan that QR code, and that will be able to get you in to have conversations with Ylopo. Guys, I just spent the week up in Orlando last month with the owners of Ylopo, with Barry. This technology and where Ylopo is going is going to change the game. I know there's other systems. I know there's other people trying to compete. Like Barry said, there's a lot of all-in-ones, but Ylopo is about to change. I mean, they're already changing it, but I mean, where this technology goes in the next several years is going to be insane. And guys, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Definitely appreciate you, Barry, for taking the time. I know he said this is the first one he's ever done. So like I said, I feel special for you taking the time to do this. But guys, this is a game changer. Definitely, if you have any questions, reach out. You can also scan that link, connect directly with Ylopo, and that's a special price that you're not going to get if you were to go directly to Ylopo. If there's any other questions, you can drop those in the chat right now. Barry, if you don't mind just sharing, how many homes do you and your team sell a year on average?
Between 700 and 1,000 normally.
And Ylopo is right at the core of your business.
Yeah, so we have a large relocation account. We have a large REO account. But as we all experience, when you have referral accounts and you're giving up 30 to 40% of commission, I'll put it to you this way: for every $1,000 I spend on Ylopo, I typically will get a return on investment of between 400 to 600%.
Wow.
And what Ylopo, it took me a little while to kind of buy into this whole database building, remarketing, fishbowl thing. But now that I'm here, I was spending in 2016, I'm going to mess the number up. So I'm going to make the number up, but it was like somewhere around $60,000 a month is what I was spending on Zillow. It was in that ballpark. Could have been a little bit more. Could have been a little bit less. And everybody made money. My agents were selling deals. My broker was getting a cut. My lender was thrilled. Zillow was making money. I spent between $800,000 to $1 million that year on Zillow leads, and I think my net profit was around 50 grand.
Wow.
Now my market's weird. It got, the average sales price at that time was $250,000, and the cost per lead got up to like $400 a lead, which is more like LA and some other places. So my market was an anomaly, but it forced me early on to figure out how to get leads from Google and Facebook, because I couldn't run a business that way. It just wasn't worth it to me.
Right.
And that's how I found Ylopo back then.
Wow. I love it, man. And you're crushing it. You're leading by example, and we appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. And if anybody wants to grab your book, because I know you mentioned it, where can they find your book?
Oh yeah, Amazon. Two Nights, TOO Nights for Sales, and it's crazy. It's remained as a top 20 bestseller for 8 months on Amazon. So yeah, absolutely, man.
Well, thank you, Barry. Thank you guys for attending today. Scan that code. Reach out to Ylopo. Feel free to reach out to me, Barry. God bless you, brother. Appreciate all you do, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a great day.
You too.
All right, bye.
See you guys.